First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They run with Hines to the 43, second down. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And they needed to be, because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well. And that's what they did in their last game.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Lions will take over.
Ready. Yellow, one. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And, Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Bears had 8 and 6 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A give running left, McAllister. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw, Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Fields.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Hines. Room here to run. Touchdown, Chicago. Nyheim Hines with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun now for Lance.
Rolling to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll roll him out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Lance looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Line to the left, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. The Lance going to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
Now a give right side Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Ready. Black block. Check pitch. Blue check. Smith red.
Swift going to try up the middle. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
To throw, it's Lance.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From the 22, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. Here's Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Throwing again is Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On play action, Lance rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Lucas. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Flushed out right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd down, Swift. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the 2nd half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Yellow, 1. Opposite, 3.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Running right through him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Fields. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff to McAllister. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 26. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now it's Hines. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will knot us up at 10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This is Swift on the counter, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run right here with Swift. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
And cycle.
In motion left goes a tight end. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Las Vegas. The Raiders have moved back in front in that game. That has been back and forth all afternoon. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing now is Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Yellow, 1.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Lions on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Fields now on second down.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run with Hines. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the give, McAllister with it. 7 yards there and a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lane. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run for it here with McAllister. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now a give, right side, Swift. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go. Here we go.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Here's Fields. Able to find Kmet. And he'll have a quick first down on a nice hook up there as he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock as well.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Back to throw, Fields.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
The slot man in motion right.
Now Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And he's not able to come through. This is no good. And that is how this game comes to a close. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it. So for Detroit,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
you